Yes, welcome, Narasimhan. So, we can introduce yourself on what's your background and why did you choose to try this, and what have been your thoughts before and after the program of 21 days challenge of manifestation.
Okay.
So, up to you, Narasimhan. Please go ahead.
Sure. Hi, everyone. I'm Dr. Narasimhan. I'm a scientist by training. I spent a lot of my time in the United States. I was there for about 15 years, 15, 16 years. Came back to India in 2005. And then I was a scientist here. I spent a lot of time working on AIDS and cancer and heart disease and several other things before I decided to shift fields completely to Ayurveda. So we started our own company in 2018. I come from a long legacy of Ayurvedic Vaidyas, 4 generations of it. And I really had I've heard about Jose Silva. As a matter of fact, my dad practiced the Silva mind control method, and he introduced me to it when I was a child, right? When I was in 8th standard or 9th standard. And I've always heard about it. I've read the book, but I never actually diligently practiced it. And when you're an entrepreneur, right, you face a lot of challenges, especially when it comes to money and cash flow and raising funds and all of these things. And the first 3 years of COVID happened in 2020 and 2021. Difficult time. When you just started your business, just hired a bunch of people, and there's no income coming in at that point in time. So we were going through a really tough time, and we had to kind of sell a lot of our properties as well, and to fund the business, obviously, because when we went to an investor at that point in time, he said, you should not come to an investor unless you've exhausted your source of funds, right? If you don't believe in your business, why will I believe in your business? So actually, what he said was very poignant. Made a lot of sense. It's like, he says, you don't want to sell your property, your house to fund your business. Why do you expect that the money, harder money that I made, why do you think I'm going to fund you? You do that, and then you come to me. So it made a lot of sense.
Great.
When he said that. And so we actually did that. We had to do it because this is something we bet on, and we were doing really well in the sense that things were going smoothly from a operations point of view, but not from a sales revenue point of view. And I knew that there was some block somewhere, and I really didn't know how to handle it. I didn't know how to tackle it, and I started going through these manifestation and affirmation rituals from YouTube. There's many of these things on YouTube, and I knew about Silva mind control method, so I went. And this is where the whole strange, weird, amazing, however you want to call it, wonderful part was. So I went through these YouTube videos, and one of those YouTube videos, I subscribed to a bunch of them, and one of them said, there's a reason why your manifestation fails. There was a YouTube topic that said why your manifestation fails, and how do you correct it, right? And so there was an interviewer, and this guy, the person who was doing it, said, well, you know what? Maybe you're not doing it right, and what you really need is a coach. What you really need is a person who can guide you through it, who has himself or herself been mentored. And I said, yeah, okay, maybe I need a coach, but then where will I find a coach, right? The very next day, I saw Hema's ad on Facebook, and I'm like, wait. This is too much of a coincidence. I mean, this cannot be a coincidence. Because just last night I went to sleep after listening and seeing this video, and I needed to get this get a coach and somebody who's been there, done that, gone through very similar situations and things like that. And I was like, that's it. You know what? I'm going to attend the workshop that she has, and I immediately signed up for the workshop. And at the end of the 1 hour workshop, I think 2 hour, 1 hour workshop, I paid for it immediately because I kind of knew that this was the coach that I was looking for, and it made sense the way you presented, the way you said. When you said Silva mind control method, that one of the things that you did, I was like, okay, that's it. I want to do this because I know Silva is scientific, because I'm a scientist myself. I do science on a daily basis. All I do for my work is formulations and understanding how things work at the molecular level. So I was very, very, very excited to see somebody who had followed the Silva mind control method. And as soon as that was done, I said, okay, let's start. And then this is the 20th day of the talk. the manifestation workshop. And I'll tell you what, one of the biggest changes that I've noticed in myself or in my overall outlook toward things is I'm not worried anymore, right?
Wow.
I'm not worried anymore. I'm not worried about cash flow. I know it'll happen somehow or the other. I'm not worried about paying my bill, my vendors, paying my salaries, because I know it's going to happen without any hassles. That's the confidence that I have after having attended this course. And it's not like it's not like it was a switch. It didn't happen magically. It is all these exercises and these uh, um, techniques that Hema taught us that really made a difference, right? So I've been following that regularly and I've been following that diligently. And I'm telling you that it's made a huge difference in my outlook towards work. And there's another thing that there's a huge change that I notice in me is I'm a pretty emotionless guy, right? Basically, I don't really get too bogged down by things, nor do I get too excited by things. I'm not prone to extremes. But one of the things that Hema taught me is that it's okay to be excited about things. It's okay to visualize you being happy. It's okay to want money. That was another thing, right? I guess I grew up with a very old school thought process of thinking, you know what, money is a necessary evil, right? That's actually a very common saying. Money is a necessary evil because money corrupts, power corrupts, money corrupts, and I'm like, that's the thing. So maybe I didn't want personal money for myself, and the only money I wanted was to run the company. But then Hema said, you know what? Why? First question: why you think money is bad for you? Because if you want to achieve your goals, you need money, which means that is a very important thing. It's not even evil. It's necessary. It is something that you want. But maybe what you should be looking at is you should be looking at your end goal and seeing how your money is going to help you get to that end goal. And be excited about that end goal. Because always I was saying, you know what, money doesn't excite me. But Hema said, you should not be excited about the money part of it. You should be excited about the goal part of it. When you achieve the goal, when you end up helping people. So I run a medical company, right? I run a pharmaceutical company, Ayurvedic pharmaceutical company, which means that I'm trying to get people to change the way they look at health. I'm more into wellness rather than curing an illness. So the whole thing message that I got out of my interactions with Hema was that figure out a way in which you can input emotion to your goals, and then you will automatically find that things will start gelling better, things will start forming a much better picture in your head in terms of getting things solidified as soon as possible. So that's something I always thought that I was incapable of emotion. Hema's changed that in me, and she's really made me a more emotional person when it comes to being happy about achieving my goals. So I think that's something that I really found myself capable of doing over the last 20 days.
Yeah, great, great. So it was in yesterday meditation that suddenly you said, ki, wow, so I feel some emotion now. So, and just 3, 4 days back, you were telling ki, I can't get emotions despite everything. So that's great. So what's the purpose of you and that excites you now? Now, can you share me something about the first manifestation that you made the moment you joined the class, and how unexpectedly an opportunity knocked on your door, and a deal and the
Yes,
opportunity to
yes, yes.
add.
Yeah, actually, very interesting. Huh? Very, very interesting. 21 days ago, I was looking to solicit funds for my company, investment into the company, right? And I didn't know where I was going to get it from, because I knew I had to raise capital. I had to raise funds, and so um, one of the things that a workshop teaches you, Hema teaches you, is that make that wish, visualize that end goal, and forget about how it's going to happen. Because, quote unquote, in Hema's words, the universe will find a way, right?
Yes.
The universe will make it happen. And that's exactly what happened, is that I found an investor who believed in my vision. 5 days or 4 days of 5 days, 6 days after maybe a week after I started the whole manifestation process and we're well on the way to getting the funds in. It's probably going to take a month and a half or so, but that's the power of the manifestation journey. And I think that's I did not expect that, right? That was completely unexpected.
Yes. So you just need to be like what and why and how is taken care by the business. So I used to say, drink water and mind your business. Just do your job of visualizing and claiming what you want and you will get it. So that's great.
Absolutely.
And on the lighter part, how no, you were invited for acting. So unexpectedly, all of a sudden, like unexpected money, unexpected opportunity comes, and first week of manifestation, and you were like, Hema, you know what? Even someone invited me to act also. So can you share
Yeah.
your excitement or your surprise when you heard it? What is this?
Actually, no, I've acted before. I act in the theater a lot. But what I do a lot of plays. One of the things that has been my fervent wish was that I wanted to be a villain, right? So I wanted to do a negative role, and everybody used to make fun of me, like, "Munje paata evanda villain role koduppa." I mean, basically saying,
Yeah.
"Look at your face. You don't look like a villain. There's no way you're going to get a villain." And I'm like, "Fine, whatever." But then the play I did on Saturday, last Saturday, was that of a villain, and that happened in the last 2 weeks.
My
So,
God, this you
so
didn't
that
share in
is
the
pretty
class.
amazing too.
Surprise
Yeah, I
for
should say it. I don't know why I didn't share that.
yeah. So first week of starting the class, and this was a deal that was signed, and this acting opportunity you got, and see a long-term wish of becoming a villain. You got it. And people told you can't be seen as a villain. Wow.
You
So
know.
that's really
Yeah, it's very
amazing.
cool. Very cool. I guess these are all things that you don't anticipate, right? It's very
Exactly.
unexpected, and that was
Yes.
just amazing.
So the moment you start tuning your no frequency, your energy, the things start working. No, you don't know from where, but it starts working. So
Yeah.
that is great. That is great. Thanks a lot, Narasimhan. Thanks a lot for sharing your experience, and it gives
Oh,
a lot
my
of
pleasure. And I actually don't think it's just a pleasure. I think it's my duty because this is such a powerful tool. Not a tool. This is such a powerful set of tools that you've you've taught me and the others in class. I think it's a shame if others don't use it because it's there for the taking, and we just need to figure out how to make it. And I needed a coach. That was for sure. And I'm so happy and glad that you came into my life. And I also, like, I've put my brother on to you because he's been
yes,
suffering through some various issues, and I
yes,
hope he also is able to get
definitely.
better in life and move on and get things done the way he wants. So yeah, so I'm so glad. I'm really happy to be part of your journey as well, and
Yes,
I'm
exactly.
I'm just
There's always a
excited.
purpose, right? Yes. So
Yeah,
why we connect.
absolutely.
And thanks a lot, Narasimhan, because you are sharing your whole experience, motivates and gives a lot of people hope. Does it even work, right? So we doubt, what is it? Does it even work? So when someone shares their experience, they understand how it works. It's about practicing and sticking to something which is so easy, right? You don't have to spend hours together to get something like this, and the power is within you. And that is what I always tell my clients. See, you are the God. So Aham Brahmasmi in our Hindi language or Sanskrit, that you are the God, believe that, and we teach you how to believe and see your power. So I'm not doing anything new. I'm only showing you your power, and that is what yields you. The moment you realize, it happens. That's all, right? So thanks a lot, Narasimhan. Thanks a lot for coming, taking up time to share your experience and being vocal about your challenges and your journey. And it takes a lot of strength also. So
Thank you so much, and again, thank you for being you.
thank you, thank you, thanks a lot.
Yeah, pleasure's all mine.
Yeah, bye bye.
Bye.
Thank you.